David Bouchard is one of British Columbia's best-selling authors and a most sought-after public speaker. David has presented to hundreds of thousands of educators, parents, and students around the world. He's a former teacher with a passion for literacy. In 2009, David was honored to have been named to the Order of Canada. David is Métis and has an enthusiasm to share Aboriginal culture through story and sounds. That's him playing one of his dozens of wooden flutes right now. In 2009, he released a book and multimedia project called 7 Sacred Teachings of White Buffalo Calf Woman.
They change, the names vary. Among the Ojibwe, we call them the grandfather teachings. Amongst the Lakota, Nakota, Dakota people, the Sioux people, they're called the White Buffalo Calf Woman teachings. And if you go north to the Dene, they're called the Dene laws. And there's a certain name among the Chipewyan people and amongst the Coast Salish people. But those laws are consistent across our country. Today, I return as White Buffalo Calf Woman. Today, I return with 7 sacred teachings. Open your minds and open your hearts to Grandfather Universe, Father Sun, Grandmother Moon, Mother Earth, and to all of the flyers, swimmers, walkers, and crawlers, and burrowers. For people, we call it inherited memories. I knew nothing about inherited memories when I was in my 30s. It came to me during my dream time. Things started to come to me that I shouldn't have known about. And as they did, I went out looking. And I found the name of my first grandmother, Louis Sauvage Manique Tukuku, in the Quebec census. Twice Sauvage, savage. And then I found her children and their children. And I found my grandpa, Pierre Carbonneau, a Chipewyan Indian, and his wife, Marie Racette, either Menominee or Osage. And I found this long line of Métis heritage, and I knew where the dreams were coming from. Open your heart as well as your eyes. My teachings are waiting to be discovered. Discover them, then teach them to your children. Share them with all those you love, and share them with your enemies too. You are all my children. My hope is that eventually all 61 languages from coast to coast will embrace the idea of sharing these teachings, the art and the music through their own languages.
Intaga negot on konezu meta kundi corn hosheneti esedetai kombade
heli tawan pihunoste sagi tun piegona pihoigan
Masabe niogade nijo bimose gagenan okadan Nasabe gedigonan gnawindigo giawiyang
hunilat o teha nelchurle.
Culture is language, and language is culture. What a perfect opportunity to give our kids and our elders something that's meaningful to them. And when you look at the book and you hold it, you'll see it's special. Uncoated paper, ragged edges. Every element that we've been able to put into the book is to be able to say, what you have is more than a book, it's something special. And when you hold it, you'll know that. My dream is that all nations will pick up this book and say, we want it in our language. And then they will find somebody who can speak the language, who can translate, record it, and then offer it to their children and their communities, the teachings in their languages. And that we will share that from coast to coast and make Aboriginal spirituality more commonplace in our own homes first, and then in the homes of those who care to know who we are and what makes us tick.
For information about creating your language version of 7 Sacred Teachings, call 1-866-786-4237. Visit David Bouchard online, davidbouchard.com. This is Jeff Edwards. Thanks for watching.
Prairie boys like me aren't meant for that kind of rock.